Martin from Phoenix, Arizona has a question about building.
This is a Boogity Bear question. He built a foundation on blacktop with 4x6 lumber and nailed 3/4-inch plywood floor on it. Okay, got that picture. Martin writes, I covered the floor with linoleum, and the walls and the roof are poly tent material. Okay, so it's basically just a frame with a floor on it, right? Well, I kept the inside temperature, he says, at 68, and the outside was about 110, right? Because I think he is in Arizona.
Yes,
Phoenix,
he is.
yes. So within 2 months, the plywood buckled in isolated areas. Worse than that, it's covered with black mold. Should there be an airspace under the frame or a vapor barrier between the joist and the plywood or between the linoleum and the floor to prevent this? What say you?
Air movement. It's like building a crawl space home here in Houston area and not putting vents in there. It'll start to ruin the floor, and you can get mold growing. So he just made this platform.
Too tight.
Yeah, and it's sitting right on that concrete, and it's just building up. Then you have a really cold surface and a really hot surface, and you can even wood can even form condensate.
I think it's worse than that. He says he's on asphalt, so that asphalt's actually letting a lot more moisture through probably than the concrete would.
And heat.
And heat.
Heat.
Yeah.
I think that's what the big problem is. And I wouldn't doubt it, but I could be wrong that it's mainly around the perimeter where it's getting really hot.
Yeah, he didn't say that.
Yeah.
So he's gonna have to tear it up and start again to fix this, huh?
You got to have air movement underneath anything like that. You cannot just put a platform down on a cement like that. Even here in Houston, now Arizona's much drier, but if you put a platform down inside your home on carpet,
Oh yeah.
and then you pick it up a few months later, it's going to be wet under there because the same kind of phenomenon happens. That's why we have to have air moving all the time. You put boxes down on carpet, it'll get damp underneath there. The boxes will get wet. You got to be careful in humid areas or with temperature differences. In 68 degrees opposed to 110, that's quite a difference.
How much clearance does he need underneath there? Can he just put some blocks and build on that?
Good. You can just do 8-inch blocks or 4-inch blocks for that matter. It's just got to be able to, the air's got to move.
Let the air move underneath
Yeah, it
there.
doesn't have to be super high off the ground.
So, Martin, if you enjoyed building it the first time, think how much easier it's going to be the second time. All right. You got a question? We'll help you get it right the first time. Visit HomeShowRadio.com. Visit right there in the middle of the homepage, there's a button that says Ask Tom. Punch it, fill out the form, send it in. We'll take it and answer it either in another one of these daily Ask Tom videos, our weekly Facebook Live, or Sunday morning on Early Edition.